Hello again and welcome to another exciting part of this exciting course, which is nearly coming to an end. Okay, my name's Richard, as you know, and I'm sitting here with David. How are you, David?
I'm really.
I keep saying David.
Yes, whatever you want.
David. Come sale David, no?
I'm really excited.
He's excited. I hope
Yeah.
you're excited at home too, because we're going to look at something really, really exciting, which is the phrasal verb to come up with an idea, to come up with something. Okay? Which means, David?
Encontrar una idea o proponer una idea.
Exactamente, good. Plantear una idea, dar con una idea. Often when you come up with a good idea, cuando das con una buena idea, you come up with a good idea. Okay? By the way, this verb is inseparable, which means we always have to say to come up with an idea. And even if we use a pronoun, okay, we would say to come up with one.
Okay.
To come up with it. Who came up with that? Okay, so we never separate up and with. We have two prepositions in play. The best thing to do here is learn it as a single verb. To come up with, to come up with, to come up with. Dar con. Una buena idea. Okay?
Okay.
Bien. I'm going to ask you some questions. I want you to obviously answer in the fullest form possible. Everybody at home too. Okay? Make sure you're taking part, because if you're not, you know what I'm going to tell you. You're wasting your time. David will take the lead, but I want you to follow right on his heels, right behind him. David, has anyone come up with a good idea?
Yes. A lot of people.
Well, imagine we're in a meeting. David, has anyone come up with a good idea yet?
Yes, I came up with a very good idea.
Good, excellent. So, David, do you normally come up with good ideas?
No, I don't usually come up with good ideas.
How many good ideas have you come up with so far this week?
Let's say 1.5.
Okay, David has come up with 1.5 good ideas. If it's only half an idea, I'm not sure if it's a good idea then.
Okay, I'm waiting for someone to complete it.
Okay, so it's an idea with potential.
Yes.
Okay, who came up with that idea?
I don't know who came up with that idea.
I don't know who came up with that idea.
I don't know who came up with that idea.
Muy bien. I don't know who came up with that idea either. That's why I asked you.
Okay.
Who came up with that idea? Do you know who came up with that idea? ¿Cuál es la pregunta? David?
Who came up with that idea?
¿En español?
¿A quién se le ocurrió esa idea?
Muy bien. Who came up with that idea? It's brilliant. Okay. By the way, we often use the word brilliant when we're talking or qualifying an idea. We wouldn't say that's a fabulous idea. It's the normal, se puede decir, but the normal adjective is brilliant. A brilliant idea. Okay? They kind of go hand in hand. Idea and brilliant.
Okay.
Okay. Ask me if I usually come up with good ideas.
Do you usually come up with good ideas?
Y ahora con fluidez.
Do you usually come up with good ideas?
Poco más?
Do you usually come up with good ideas?
Fantastic. No, I don't come up with good ideas most of the time. Ask me where I come up with my best ideas.
Where do you come up with your best ideas?
I come up with my best ideas in the shower. Okay. Where do you come up with your best ideas?
I come up with my best ideas in bed.
In bed, okay.
Yes.
Ask me where Richard, the other Richard, where he comes up with his best ideas.
Where does Richard come up with his best ideas?
Okay, the other Richard comes up with his best ideas at traffic lights. ¿Qué son?
Los semáforos.
Los semáforos, exactly. He always says this. I always have my best ideas. I always come up with my best ideas at traffic lights.
Okay.
So there you go. There you go, una frase hecha. Significa, ahí lo tienes.
Ahí lo tienes.
There you go. Okay, there you go. Muy bien. Did Juan come up with a brilliant idea?
Yes, John came up with a brilliant idea.
Good. What was John's brilliant idea?
John's brilliant idea was to fly to the moon.
Wow, that is a brilliant idea that John came up with. Okay, what's the best idea you've ever come up with?
The best idea I've ever come up with was to become an actor.
Muy bien, okay. Now ask me the same question.
what was the best idea you came up with?
En mi vida. Entonces, no.
Okay, what's the best idea you've ever come up with?
Muy bien. What's the best idea you've ever come up with? You notice how the end of the question ends with. What's the best idea you've ever come up with? Okay? It's a bit strange for Spaniards, but that's how it is. What's the best idea you've ever come up with? Yeah. I think the best idea I've ever come up with is taking part in this show.
Okay.
All right.
I think so. I agree.
And inviting you along to be my student.
Okay, thank you.
Bien. Do we need to come up with a brilliant idea, David?
Yes. We need to come up with a brilliant idea.
Let's imagine we work in a company, David and myself, we work in a company and things are going really badly. We're not selling, nobody's buying, we're in trouble.
Okay.
We need to come up with a brilliant idea. Have you got one?
I don't know, I'm thinking about it. Not yet.
All right. We need time. We need time to come up with a brilliant idea. Okie dokie. Now, we don't only use to come up with when we're talking about ideas. We also use it, for example, when we're talking about excuses.
Okay.
Okay? Cuando te inventas una excusa, you come up with an excuse.
I have a good one.
You have a good one? Okay.
Yes.
David, what's your excuse? What's the excuse you've come up with?
When I was coming here, I was abducted by aliens. Then I couldn't do my homework today.
I've heard that one before.
Really?
In fact, I used to use it myself at school and it never worked.
Okay.
Nunca funcionó. Bien, but what is the best excuse you've ever come up with? Or was that it?
No. I have another one better. Yes, the best excuse.
I have a better one.
I have a better one.
No, another one better.
Yes.
I'm all ears.
Yes. The best excuse I've ever come up with was when I said that a poor man in the street, a beggar, asked me to help him. Then I had to take him to the hospital and give him some money and take care of him for 2 hours. Okay. Because I was 2 hours late to a meeting.
Okay. I got to a meeting 2 hours late.
Okay.
No, I was to a meeting 2 hours late.
Okay.
Well, I was 2 hours late to a meeting. I got to a meeting 2 hours late, or I arrived 2 hours late for a meeting. And did it work?
It worked. Everybody believed it.
Good stuff. What's the worst excuse you've ever come up with?
The worst excuse I've ever come up with is when I said that I had been in church praying.
You've been at church praying?
Yes, nobody believed it.
That didn't work?
Yes, that didn't work.
Never mind. Okay, David, thank you ever so much.
Okay, thank you.
For helping us have such fun with this lovely expression to come up with an idea, to come up with excuses. See you very soon. Take care and don't forget to study. Bye-bye.